Ahoy, ahoy, and welcome to a brand new edition of Ramble on Reactions. That's clever Eric Muller.
This is handsome Dan Knight. For some reason, he's talking like Donald Glover.
I mean, I was trying to say.
Hey, man, this is Ramble on about movies.
You say Donald Glover?
Yeah.
No, I was actually thinking, I think in my head I sounded more like Crispin Glover.
That's what I was thinking, like Crispin Glover. Sorry, I just got done watching Back to the Future, too.
But I was really going for, over there is clever Eric Muller.
Oh,
That's what I was going for. So therefore, the transition would have been much smoother because you went and saw Star Trek Beyond.
I did see Star Trek Beyond.
And
one could say it was beyond my expectations.
You could, but we wouldn't because that's way too cheesy. So, you saw Star Trek Beyond. Give us a little bit of a summation, like what's up with the crew, where are they, where's the story
what's going on with the crew? It is halfway into their 5-year voyage to Volga, where no man has gone before. They're at a port, and then both Spock and Kirk are facing career decisions on what they want to do with their lives. Especially Kirk, because he's actually dealing with a personal issue with the fact that he has now officially lived longer than his dad. So that's a personal crisis, which leads to personal growth. So while they're resting up, they get a distress call. They go try to save the day, and then disaster happens. The Enterprise gets destroyed for the 3rd time in this universe.
God dang it!
And then they get kidnapped, and they all split up, and then wackiness and fun times ensue.
So I will have to ask this little guy right here.
Yes.
Little guy, how did his writing hold up?
Well, I noticed in this script there was certainly a lot more Scotty than in the previous two, so I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but no, I thought his writing was fine. I mean, he wrote this as a heist film.
Oh, cool.
When they crash land on the planet, that's when it turns into a heist film, because the villain, played by Idris Elba, he wants something from Kirk. Kirk wants to rescue his crew. So it's both of them playing chess with each other while at the same time they actually try to figure out how they're going to get the other, the item that the other person wants. So then you have a little bit of the heist situation where they actually have to plan how they're going to break everyone out and everything that goes into that. So there's some heist elements. A lot of sci-fi talk, and then like I said, there's a lot of Scotty in this one. There's also what I really like is that guy's script focuses on the relationships of the crew that we haven't really focused on in the other two Star Trek movies, where it's mainly Kurt and Spock. This one you actually have Spock spending all of his time with Bones, played wonderfully by Carl Urban, and then you have Kurt pretty much being by himself or with other crew members, including the late Anton Yelchin, which is really hard to say.
Right.
Yeah. There's at least 2 moments where you will tear up, where the first time you see him and then something happens towards the end where you're like, feelings.
Given what we talked about earlier, how well was the addressing of Sulu being a homosexual handled?
Really well. I mean, it was tastefully done. It's pretty much just like when they go to the port, there's Sulu, there's his partner, there's their child, and they're walking off. So it wasn't like overblown. It was subtle, which is what I was hoping for, and that happened.
Good. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. So, is there anything else? What did you think of Justin Lin's direction as opposed to J.J. Abrams?
I kind of miss J.J. on this one because some of the action sequences, you could tell we're missing the J.J. approach. Oh, okay. But I mean, it still looked good. It was still a good art direction. It's just that Justin Lin did this one really weird, continuous shot. Like, here's the focus, and the camera's doing this and doing that. And it wasn't even when they were in space. It was literally when they were just like Idris Elba's, here's my plan for what I'm doing to crew. And literally, I'm like, why is this shot necessary multiple times, Justin Lin? But another thing I will say is that with him and the script is that they actually do something where there's a lot of payoffs and things that I didn't notice in the script. Again, another thing like how it feels like a heist film. They actually have a payoff to that horrible first trailer with the Beastie Boys sabotage.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil it, but it is fantastic, and I had pure joy when I saw it.
Okay, good. This is, we addressed it in the last video real quick. New background, new seat orientation. We don't know. We're trying stuff out, but I was in the middle of moving, so we were on sabbatical for a couple weeks. So that's
then I lost my voice for a week too,
schedules just didn't happen. So then, real quick, that's why I haven't seen this movie. It was on my summer list. I really want to see it.
You really should.
And I might. But so real quick, What are you ranking this?
I'm giving this an A-. I say it's better than Into Darkness, but still not as good as the first one that came out in 2008, I believe?
9.
2009.
2009. So this is A- is your highest film. Is that your highest ranking since Cap 3?
Yeah.
No, so good.
Well, no, The Nice Guys was an A for me.
Nice Guys. Well, that was first. Nice Guys was mid-April. Cap was, or no, you're right. Nice Guys was mid-May. I apologize. So, highest ranking since Nice Guys.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, you can also check. I have a written review on it on the Cycle Drive-In website. I am a guest critic for them when need be.
When need be. I mean, he's very, very, very valuable. And as we know, this is clever Eric Muller. That's why.
And that is handsome Dan.
He makes the big bucks. So yeah, go see Star Trek Beyond. As always, ramble on.
Ahoy, ahoy.